Hey everybody, Lori Roccoloni here, helping you help your horse be healthy and sound. How are we doing today? HappyNaturalHorse.com and Natural Equine Remedies. So, smart antibiotic use preventing antimicrobial resistance in horses. So, these are resistant infections of all kinds continuing to challenge veterinarians and the equine industry. Well, because there's overuse of vaccines and overuse of chemical commercial feed. And they're talking about pneumonia, salmonella, strangles, which is really easy to fix. But, so they're coming up with stronger antibiotics to kill when the horse doesn't respond to normal antibiotics. So this article talks about the microbes in both humans and horses, and I can't see. They are the most drug-resistant threats in the United States with the urgent CDC classification. On the CDC serious list are salmonella and strep MRSA, which is really bad. So basically, if you want to prevent this, and it talks about it a little bit, what's the difference between antibiotics and antimicrobials. Microbes are organisms too small for the eye to see. They're found everywhere on Earth, including bacterial, viruses, lungs, parasites, etc. All types can develop resistance to drugs created to destroy them. Among antibiotics, antibiotics target bacteria, antivirals, and antifungals fight viruses, fungi, and parasites respectively. Usually a virus is not killed through antibiotics. Usually your body will take care of it if it's healthy. So the antimicrobial resistant bacteria, rather than viruses, fungi, and parasites, pose the major threat to horses. We rarely see antiviral and antifungals in horses. Parasites are not considered microbes, and so why is so concerned? Because they're coming out with new classes of stuff that can't kill whatever is affecting the horse or ourselves. So they're talking about making treatment decisions for bacterial infections. Veterinarians are trying to implement a concept where antimicrobial stewardship, which involves improving use of practices. So you can read about it here, but when I hit that, it went somewhere else. So what can you do? Do everything you can to prevent the disease and therefore antibiotic use. So you don't want to use antibiotics a lot, just like you don't want to use bute a lot. But a good husbandry and biosecurity practice to reduce contagious disease spreading between horses. Reverse antibiotics don't work in viruses. They also don't work in non-infectious inflammatory conditions. Viruses can be treated with antiviral agents, including specific doses and expensive. So without appropriate diagnosis, many equine viral infections are treated unnecessarily with antibiotics. So a horse with a fever, cough, and nasal discharge might have a viral infection or a bacterial infection. So we had a horse that had really bad cough and infection, and this is before I had Herbs of the World. And your antibiotic to go to for essential oils, and it must be doTERRA, is oregano oil. And this horse was still coughing, had been already been around with almost 15 days of antibiotics, and the horse was just basically dying. He couldn't get over his cough. He still had crap coming out of his nose. So I went and gave him the oregano oil and the homeopathics, pepper sulfur, and belladonna for the fever. I did not have the Herbs of the World mucus mover, which is what you really need. The mucus mover from Herbs of the World. That is going to get a lot of that mucus out. And you want to give the oregano oil at least 3 days in a row, 2 to 3 times a day. And you want to boost the horse's immune system with the echinacea from Herbs of the World. But this particular horse, what we did was we took the super tonic that I make, and you can make it online. There's recipes all over YouTube on how to make the super tonic. And we syringed the super tonic with some cayenne, yeah, it already had cayenne pepper in it, with the oregano oil in it. And we took the deep tissue lotion and we pasted it. We just rubbed it all over his lungs. And we did something else where we wrapped the horse with gauze, or like a diaper, sort of like. And we used some kind of herbs. I forgot what it was. But anyways, I think it was the deep tissue lotion and the super tonic. Yeah, we took the garlic and everything from the super tonic, the ginger, the cayenne pepper. We took the pulp out and we put that in there with the deep tissue lotion. And then syringed the super tonic juice with the oregano oil in his mouth. Gave him the homeopathics of pepper sulfur to try to get the discharge out. And he was given the super tonic for 10 days, every day. The horse ate it. He didn't have a problem eating it. He didn't have to syringe it in every day. But after the first 24 hours, the next day we came back, the horse was not coughing as bad. And after 3 days, the horse was just running around and he was fine. I wasn't on the Big Sky then, so we gave him the XL. He did buy the XL, which was a detoxer. And we did boost his immune system with the echinacea tea, and the olive leaf is really good. So as far as preventing illnesses, they say to, the vets say to do vaccinations. That's your choice to do that. But you could use no-sodes instead, and no-sodes are safer, and they boost the antiviral rate. And so you have to go to My Fine Equine, and I'll try and put the link below. And I'm promoting other people I don't get paid on. So it's all in my book, Natural Equine Remedies, on how to remedy this and prevent this from happening. And my horses are out 24/7, and they are given the Big Sky minerals and they have the high track and the liver cleanser. And as long as your gut is balanced, the horse will not have much parasites, and his immune system will not be down. Now, the Big Sky Minerals does have immune boosting in it, but it's just trace amount. So if you have any questions, let me know. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about antibiotic use. I do use antibiotics if it's needed. Mostly it's SMZs. And SMZs seem to work really well. I don't use them all the time, only when my horses seem to need it with an abscess or injury that has manifested into infections. I haven't given an IM antibiotic shot in almost 15 years since I've been natural. So, and like I said, they're out 24/7, and they have hay in front of them 24/7, and they're out 24/7. They do have a shelter they can go in, but this is your best bet. Get the book, Natural Equine Remedies, and share this video if you think it would help somebody, and I'll put the links below. Bye.